just finished with the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix qualifying. I almost said Grand Prix, I'm sorry. But yeah, Max got pole. He won the first. It was Sergeant Joe, Bottas, Magnussen, and Sainz out. Of course, the big one being Carlos Sainz. Just having trouble the entire weekend basically from that crash in the FP2. Yeah, I just left it too late and then had a bad lap. Kind of the same thing that, I'll talk about earlier. Later. And yeah, Sargent is another one. Like, he was on a good lap, but all of his laps got taken down for track limit. So technically, Sargent didn't even qualify for the race. That happens so many times to him. It's better to be last, but actually have a time on the board. But he didn't even have a time on the board. That's the thing. He had absolutely no time on the board. Had no time on the board. Let's get into Q2 now. We have Ricardo, Albon, Stroll, Ocon, and Hamilton out. The big one being Hamilton. As I was going to say earlier, Hamilton having the same thing that happened to Sainz, in my opinion. Yeah, just having a very bad lap for Hamilton. And got knocked out by his teammate, so it basically was one Mercedes in. So actually, one Mercedes was going to get knocked out anyways. Because Russell knocked him out, so I would say one Mercedes is going to get knocked out, but Hamilton's not feeling good with the car this weekend. So yeah, it was either going to be him or George who was knocked out, and it ended up being him. Not really anyone else surprisingly out. Albon, for a bit I was like, wait a minute, Albon's playing effective. I thought he would be in Q3. But of course that came all undone, but let's get into the top. Gasly in 10th, Paris in 9th. I think that thing got deleted, so he technically came 5th or 6th. Hulkenberg managed to get an 8th. We'll talk about Tsunoda in a minute. Norris missed opportunity. I feel like Norris could have had a pole position. It's the second time this has happened. He messed it up in Qatar, he messed it up in the final sector here. Just pushing way too hard. Piastri 3rd, Russell 4th, good for him. McLaren 2nd on the front row again, and Verstappen taking pole again. I think it's 33rd or 32nd career pole or something like that. Fair enough. Expected Max to get pole. He's kind of always gotten pole here at Abu Dhabi, most of the last few years. But a really stand-up performance in qualifying today was Yuki Tsunoda with a P6. Didn't actually notice, but P6. This result is actually his best quality result ever, surprisingly. I thought he did better in 2021. But for that, 2021 wasn't that good of a season for him, but we won't talk about that one. But yeah, now Mercedes and Ferrari kind of have both in the same situation. Where two cars are not even in the top 10. So now it's going to be a real fight for these two. Give me a real fight. So we'll see how this goes. This will be entertaining to see. But yeah, that's all that basically happened in qualifying. The race is tomorrow. It's an early race for me. Not early, but early morning, it's 9 a.m. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.